So my journey with Anna actually started about 6 years ago whenever I first started having these ideas for businesses and for, professionally where I saw myself in 5, 10, 15 years. And so there were a lot of times that I embarked on journeys, and about after the 5th time that they just kind of fizzled out, or once I got to the point where even I was starting to not give up on myself, but just say, okay, Larrissa, let's see if you stick this one out. I decided that the piece that I was missing was accountability. So that's what I was looking for in a life coach, and I took it very seriously. I began my search, and I spoke to probably 20 or 30 different life coaches because it was very important to me that I found one who was going to prove helpful and insightful and relatable to me. So when I found Anna's website, I went to it and I remember just being like, this is it. Like, this is what I've been looking for. She, to me, was a version of myself. She had that creative background. She had that, just potential for adventure and exploration. And she had a lot of characteristics that were similar to me, but she was a few steps ahead of me. And that's what I was looking for. So I scheduled a discovery call, and she was telling me everything, and I was so excited, and then she got to the investment. And I was hesitant. I mean, it's for somebody who's not used to making investments like that, making financial investments into themselves and into their own future. That's what's so crazy is somebody tells you to go to college, and you'll fork out thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of tuition because it's socially normal. But then with this small investment with her, I was, and I needed to talk to my husband, so I said that. And about a week later, that sneaky little Larrissa that tends to just let things fizzle out sent her an email. And I said, I just don't think now's the right time. We kind of calculated our budget, and it's not something we can fit in. And she responded and asked if we could get on a call. And of course, I got on the call. And I will never forget how she handled that call, because yes, she was trying to help me make the investment because she wanted the best for me, but she made it so abundantly clear that was her motive, that she was like, she cared because she knew that if I gave up on this, I would be giving up on myself again. And I had already explained to her how that was my biggest downfall. So it didn't seem pushy or persuading me. It felt like she was like the Jiminy Cricket on my shoulder that was like, remember what you said? Remember how you felt? And so I did. I ended up making the investment, and it was the best decision of my life. I think that everybody has a list of things that they want to do and want to accomplish. There's, everybody wants to, whether it's lose weight or build their own business or, everybody has something. The difference between those that don't get their dreams accomplished and those that do are action steps. And that's what committing to Anna was for me. It was an action step. And so I took that first step, and I've been with Anna for about 2 months now. 2 months. And in that time, I have very clearly established a brand, launched my own business, and now have 4 active clients of my own that I'm coaching. In 2 months. I cannot, and it's so crazy because while I was looking for life coaches, there were a lot of people that offered these programs that were just like a month or like a workbook or something. And if Anna told me next month that like she could no longer work with me, I think I would freak out because I need her. I need to see where I would be with her guidance, because what she has been to me is the piece that I was missing, is the accountability, is the, hey, in 2 weeks you need to have this, this, and this done. And there's a piece of me that gets excited and energetic and passionate. And so I wanted to jump ahead. And that's kind of what I do is I'm all over the board. I'm very right brain. I'm very creative. So I get these like great ideas and I call her and I'm like, hey, look at what I thought, or look at what I've figured out or discovered. This is what I want to do. And she's great about saying, I'm glad that you've had that creative energy. Now is not the time for that. Now is the time for us to put this foundation. And she created she puts things in words and puts things in a practical manner that are not only easy to understand on a physical level, but also on an emotional and spiritual level. And at the end of all of our calls, we really talk about the why underneath it. And not only is that motivating, but it's clarifying, and it helps me stay in the right direction. And 2 months in, people, 2 months in, I cannot wait to see what all we can accomplish. If you're thinking about working with Anna and having her help you and be your life coach, I would absolutely, absolutely recommend her to you. And I want you to know that she will put into it just as much as you. And I think that's a lot of things in life, but if you are committed and you are ready and you are determined, she will be all those things back to you. And together it can be a beautiful, beautiful thing.